If we simply operate based on political fear, nothing's ever going to get done. If we allow entitlement politics, fear that your adversaries will turn your reforms into a political weapon to use against you, and we cow to that, then America's going to have a debt crisis. I've got news. Medicare, under the president's law, is going bankrupt. Medicare, under the president's law, is next year turning Medicare over to a board of 15 unelected, unaccountable bureaucrats whose job is to circumvent Congress and put price controls on Medicare, which will lead to denied care for current seniors. Medicare, under the president's law, raids $500 billion from Medicare to spend on his new health care proposal. We're saying get rid of the rationing board, stop the raid, and preserve the system. Don't change benefits for people in a near retirement because they've already retired or they're about to retire, and they've organized their lives around this program. And we're saying let people in the future, in order to save this system, have a list of choices of guaranteed options, including the traditional fee-for-service program from which to choose, just like we do as members of Congress for our health care choices. Saving Medicare this way, which has a rich tradition of bipartisan support for this kind of Medicare reform, is the most humane, the most common sense and bipartisan way to save this vital program. But let me turn it over to Dr. Price, who is an expert on this, who's a member of the Ways and Means Committee as well, to give you more specs.
Well, thanks, Mr. Chairman. Chad, the American people are smarter than the Democrats give them credit for. They understand that this program, the current program, is broken. They know that what we've been working on is strengthening and improving and saving the Medicare system, which is why the work that was done between last year and this year allows seniors, will allow seniors the opportunity to stay on the current Medicare program if that's what they desire, or to voluntarily move to a different program through a premium support process. So the American people are brighter than the Democrats give them credit for.
Our plan saves Medicare from bankruptcy over the long term. In the 10-year window, these benefits do not change for people, as I mentioned, 55 and above. But we do propose medical liability reform, which saves Medicare. By repealing Obamacare, you save some spending in Medicare. And we also agree with the president in his budget on the need to means test, more means testing throughout the Medicare program. We put that in here as well. I can't remember off the top of my head what those savings are. It's in our tables. The president and his party are ignoring this problem. And if we have a debt crisis, then the people who get hurt the first and the worst are the poor and the elderly. We will be cutting indiscriminately, just like they're doing in Greece. We have a moral and a legal obligation to budget, to show how we will prevent this debt crisis, this most predictable crisis, from coming.